Hello there everyone, welcome back, and today we're taking a look at the Nerf Infinus, a fully automatic flywheel blaster sold by Nerf. And before the video begins, it is of note that I am not in my usual recording area since I'm on a trip. I do not have access to the usual area where I record, so I'm in sort of the small shed area. Just a bit more confined, but hopefully that does not impede the video too much. But that's not the focus of this video. The focus of this video is the Nerf Infinus. Now, this was released by Hasbro back in fall of 2018, and for the most part, it's a fairly standard flywheel-powered automatic dart blaster, like the Rapid Strike or the Hyperfire that Nerf also sells. Though the thing about this that's unique is the fact that it has this rear loading gate here. Which, if I take a dart here, I can load one in the back. It loads in there automatically, so as a self-loading sort of a magazine thing, which is quite cool. It's a feature that's not found on any other dart blaster, so that is quite cool. And cosmetically, it's a pretty interesting blaster. It has this sort of plastic area that's up here that forms sort of a foregrip. It's angled. It's a bit of an acquired taste. It's fine for me, but you don't really have a rail here where you could put an actual foregrip, or you could put your hand more like you would on a traditional blaster. And it does have its batteries back here, the 4D batteries, which does make the stock area a bit heavy, though that rear weight is partly counterbalanced by the sheer chunk of plastic that's up here, which does mean that's a fairly heavy blaster for a Nerf blaster, and though it is quite sturdy, so it is of note. And it does have two Nerf tactical rails up here, one here and one here. Though those are the only two that are present on the blaster, and it does come with a 30-round drum magazine there, and when you load the magazines into the blaster itself, it does require a bit more force than a usual one because the unique loading system. Which, I mean, if you put a bit more effort into it, you can get up there. Though it does stop halfway through, and then it makes that mechanical ka-chink noise. And if I flip it around, it does have a jam door up here, so if you get a jam, you can get your finger in there and get it out, which is a bit smaller than most jam doors, but because of all the flywheels and motors in there, that does make sense. And let's see. Of course, like most Nerf blasters, it only has the paint on one side, the Nerf logo, and also has that Mobius strip there, I think it is. So that's quite cool to represent the Infinus, apparently. Yeah, then though on the other side it has no paint like most Nerf dart blasters. But it is of note that this blaster is compatible with all Nerf magazines, so any of them work on here. The 30-round drum that comes in works well, though it can also work with, say, a 35-round Raider drum or an 18-round stick mag or any of the other ones. You could even put a 6-round mag in here, but that'd be a bit odd on the automatic blaster. But anyways, it's a pretty cool cosmetically. It's has the blue and orange elite colors. There's no white in here. They got rid of the white. But it is cosmetically a pretty cool blaster, and mechanically is quite interesting because of course there's the standard aspects of a flywheel blaster that also has this unique loading thing in here which feeds the dart in, then the flywheel carries it down and then puts it in the magazine. Just quite interesting, and I suppose I'll do a firing demo. I have to move up for this. Don't have much room here. Darts are everywhere. But anyways, yeah, so it does fire about as fast as your standard Rapid Strike. it doesn't have the belt system that your Hyperfire has, but mechanically is pretty similar to a Rapid Strike besides the unique loading system that's up here. And overall, it is a pretty interesting blaster. There isn't a whole lot that differentiates it from a Rapid Strike besides the cosmetics of it and the unique loading system that's up here. But overall, it's a pretty good blaster. And as my personal opinion, it is a bit pricey. It's almost $70, but let's see. A Rapid Strike has a MSRP of about $35, and since it's not in production anymore, you could get one for about $40 to $50 on Amazon or on eBay. So overall, it's mostly a question of whether the extra $20 is worth it to you. But overall, there's no objective reason to avoid the blaster, so it's a pretty good overall, and that's pretty much all I have to say about it. So yeah, I hope you like this blaster, and I hope you got something out from this review, and I hope you have a good day, everybody.